Well, g'day. It's an ancient miniature man here. This is a somewhat different video for me. Not much of my miniatures out here. This is the Larapinta Trail in Central Australia. It runs about 230 k's from Mount Sonder in the western end back to the town of Alice Springs. It's a pretty rugged walk. Nice time of year to be doing it now. This is winter in Australia. It's still gets to the mid to high 20s every day, but right in the middle of the continent it does get down to freezing at night, so it's not the easiest walk. Pretty spectacular. Stayed at a place called Hilltop Lookout last night, which had amazing views all around, 360 degrees. Some beautiful ancient landscape. Out here with a couple of mates. We're still packing up their tent. Should be along soon. Let's show you a little bit of this landscape here. Some pretty amazing ridges running both sides and sort of up and in the mountains a bit, and then down. We're heading down to a river valley, the Fink River, which is apparently one of the most ancient rivers on earth. Fink meaning salty in the local Aranda Aboriginal language. So there's a miniature news. See, I've been away from the desk for a week or so, but I have ordered some very impressive looking miniatures from V&V Miniatures, a company in the Ukraine that make quite superb looking ancient miniatures, and some medieval guys as well. So I'm looking forward to getting hold of them. They're a bit more expensive than the average resin miniature. In fact, even a bit more than your average metal miniature. They do look brilliant, and I do like the idea of supporting a diverse part of the Ukrainian economy. And amazingly, despite being pretty close to the front line in the war, they're still currently working, churning out miniatures, and even bringing out some new ones, Arab archers, fairly soon. I've been in contact with, I presume he's the main guy, Valeri, and he's assured me everything's working, the postal system's working, and sent me a tracking number for the ones that are on order. So hopefully by the time I get back from this trip, they might be fairly close. Anyway, this is all a bit self-indulgent, not much about miniatures here. So anyway, I thought I'd just show you something a bit different today. And I hope you enjoy it, I hope you're well. As soon as I get hold of those V&V guys, I'll do some unboxings, and then we'll get to work painting them. Alright, all the best, catch you around. Here's a bit more, looking nice here. One thing I love about hiking, trekking as most people might call it, is the fact it sort of gives you a bit of a sense for what it might have been like in ancient army to be trekking across the Alps with Hannibal through remote desert areas, rugged terrain, carrying all your gear. Yeah. The only difference being at the end of the big hike that we're doing, get a cold beer and a nice meal, because those guys would have to fight to the death. So we feel a little bit more fortunate than an ancient hoplite mercenary trekking into Anatolia or some such, but I do feel some sort of vague connection with such endeavours by getting out on the track into such an amazing ancient landscape. You can see that whole river valley. It's the Fink River Valley, which hardly runs now. There is a tiny bit of water over there. It's been unusually wet here in Central Australia. We're hoping to see a shallow puddle soon. But you can imagine to carve out a river valley like that must have taken many millions of years of much more extensive rainfall than you get these days. Quite amazing. Hey, g'day again. Now day 5, morning of, on the Larapinta Trail. I've been scanning these ridges for mercenary cretin archers or Balearic slingers ready to ambush. So far nothing. Got the coast clear, keep trekking. On we go. Heading for Ormiston Gorge today. This morning in fact, which does have a cafe. Hoping for coffee, cooked breakfast. If we hang around for long enough, cold beer. The sun just peeking over the mountains there now. It is quite magnificent early morning, late afternoon particularly. It's getting pretty hot, dry, rugged during the middle of the day. These times, it's just absolutely superb. Yeah, there we have it. I'll show you some more a bit later. Alright, here we are. This is the hardest day of the walk so far. We've got to go about 18 k's, but there's no water where we camp tonight or for most of tomorrow, so we're going 6 litre water bladders each. Plus we resupplied our food today, so we've got another 3 days worth of food. We've eaten down almost nothing yesterday. And it's about 28 degrees and the heat is radiating off the rocks as well as from above. It's for the faint-hearted today. One of my mates' shoe sole's fallen off. He's strapping it together with string and a few straps off his backpack. So we'll see how we go. So, gives me some empathy for Marius's mules. I feel your pain, Legionnaires. Bloody hardcore. If you see right back there, that mountain on the horizon, that's Mount Sonder. That's where we began 4 days ago. Just got to get up to the top of this bloody hill, and then along about another 4 k's, and we'll be there. The dry, waterless campsite. So yeah. There we go, we've made it to the top of the ridge. Pretty impressive view across. Big valley. About Giles to the north. 1,400 metres. And I've just got to keep trekking along this ridge for another couple of kilometres. I should get to the campsite. I was kind of hoping for a nice flat ridge top walk, but it's mountain goat country, rock wallaby country. Up here, pretty rugged track. But as Xenophon would say, carry on. Stop whinging and carry on, boys. That's what we'll do. You can look out south as well. Back west to Mount Sonder. A bit later, 4 p.m. now. It's not quite so hot. Right, let's do it. Made it to this beautiful, cool gorge. It's fantastic because it's so hot. It must be about 30 degrees, but this gorge must be about 20. A few ancient cycads. It must be at least 50 metres tall and a cool breeze blowing through the middle. Which is absolutely awesome. Oh, another tough day. Only got 3 k's to go, and there's supposedly a pool or a water hole to swim in. I'm looking forward to getting in there.